Welcome back, friends and neighbors. What are we doing today? Well, it's Christmas Eve, and we go to my mother-in-law's for Christmas Eve, and I always make a giant bowl of scalloped potatoes. It's so easy, and everyone loves them. So let me show you how I do it. First, we're going to peel about a gazillion potatoes, because we're feeding a lot of people. And then I'm going to soak them in some cold water, just to get a little starch out. I won't make you watch me peel the potatoes. So I'll be back when they're done. Okay, I soaked my potatoes and got some of the starch out of them. Now, I've put a teeny bit of flour in the bottom of my bowl that I have greased. I just sprayed it with Pam. I know I shouldn't be using Pam, but it's one of those things I just can't give up. So I sprayed the bowl, I put a teeny bit of flour in there. Now I'm gonna put a layer of my potatoes, which I sliced. You can slice them with a mandolin. If you do, please be careful. My daughter just got her thumb in the mandolin. It was not good. So yeah, we're gonna put down a few potatoes. Sorry, I was reaching over there for the taters. And then I'm gonna get some salt and some pepper. Put a little of that on there. Some butter and some, I just use American cheese. You can use whatever you want. You like Velveeta, you like shredded cheese. I'm just using plain old Giant Eagle American cheese. Let me get my salt and pepper. I'll be right back. Okay, got some pepper, just a little bit of that to your liking. And then of course I put the Redmond's real salt in my shaker. So I'm just gonna shake a little of that on there. Because potatoes, they suck up the salt. So don't be afraid to use a little. And then my cheese, I'm just gonna put a layer of cheese down and then a couple pats of butter. And we're just gonna keep doing that until our bowl is full. So I'll be right back when my bowl is full. So as I'm making my layers, it's going to look like this. I'm going to wind up putting an entire stick of butter in here and probably a pound of cheese. And then salt, pepper, and a little bit of flour. That's just to thicken up our milk when we put the milk on. Now the top layer, I did not put any flour on. Just because, well, I wanted to make it look pretty. And again, don't come at me for the processed cheese. You know, the family likes it. It's once a year. Let them have it. To each his own, you know what I mean? I could have shredded some cheese, but then they would have been like, that's not the American. So I didn't want to listen to it. So there you go. We've got our bowl of layers. Now, I'm going to just, you can heat up your milk, you know, to like you know, right before it boils. You don't want to boil your milk. But you can heat up your milk and put on it. And I like to use whole milk because there's already going to be water coming out of these potatoes. You don't need any more water. I personally use raw milk, but it's completely up to you what you want to use. But I'm going to add raw milk now to this, just cold. I'm not going to heat it up because I've got plenty of time. I made sure I prioritize my time because these are going to take 2 hours in the oven if your milk is cold. So I've got the time. I'm just going to dump the cold milk in there because I don't have time to be farting around with no milk today. And I'm just going to add it until I can see it. Because again, water's coming off those potatoes and it's going to boil over in your oven and you're not going to be happy. And then you're going to put it in the oven on 350 for like 2 hours. And then I'm just going to take a knife, a sharp knife, and test them, you know, to make sure that they're nice and soft before I take them out. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to let them sit about 15, 20 minutes. So that's the ride to Grandma's house. So it'll sit on my lap on a towel because it's going to be way hot. And when we get to Grandma's house, it'll be ready to scoop those babies out and enjoy. My family loves this recipe. It's very easy and it's very delicious. Christmas scalloped potatoes. I also make them for any other occasion I can, you know, get schnookered into. But I hope you enjoy. And I hope you have a very merry and blessed Christmas.